I like how it just says Ghostbusters instead of the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, we just came out of seeing the 84 movie.
Yeah, apparently.
Not the new one.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad to watch in theaters again.
Lois Lane, I have a secret I've been keeping from you. I am not Clark Kent, but I am a Ghostbuster.
Oh, Clark!
And they fly away to bus ghosts. I just want to throw this out there. When the first two trailers came out, the regular one and the international one, those are the only two I saw. I've been avoiding anything else.
Yeah.
And I mean anything else. Maybe a TV spot or two, just so I could have, like, a pure, unbiased view. I've avoided reviews. Like, mad, just so I can go in and have, like, zero low expectations. Because it's happened before, where before you see a movie, you kind of read the reviews, or you see, like, an extra trailer too, and it's like, I don't know, something's not kicking, something's not working.
Yeah.
And after seeing this, I got a little curious, and this is just recent. Most of what I've seen in terms of overall reception is, like, somewhere in the middle, so it's a little bit mixed. And after seeing this movie and the current reception, I'm not going to say what numbers are on this website or something like that, because I don't want it to be that kind of person. It's like, I follow this! It's like, no, some folks are giving this positive reviews, some of them are, like, a little in the middle, and it's serviceable. If you just want right out of the get-go, it's a serviceable movie. It's not terrible, it's not the best. It's serviceable. That's the best attribute of this.
Like, Afterlife was way better. Like, this wasn't bad, but it kind of felt like it was rinse and repeat of Afterlife a little bit with some of the family stuff.
I think they went too big. That's my guess. And I'm not trying to give too much away, but I think they went maybe a little too big here, because the previous one, it was small scale. It was just contained in this little small area. When you go to a bigger area like New York, you have a lot of room to play with. There's so much more to do, and I don't know, I feel like they didn't go as far as they could, or if they tried to go as big as they could, especially near the destruction scenes in that last third, it didn't feel as widespread or major as I think it should have been.
Yeah.
Because even in Afterlife 2, when you had Gozer coming out and just messing with that town, causing, like, earthquakes and stuff, and ghosts of, like, coal miners to come out, you really felt like it was the end of the world here, end of the world in that movie. Here, there's, and this is in the trailer, so I can give some of this away, there's scenes where, like, ice spikes are coming out of the beach, and, like, everything's becoming all frozen, and that's neat and interesting, but how does that affect the whole world when it's just one small contained area? I want to see how that's going to affect everywhere.
Yeah.
That's one big concern I have.
Yeah.
As for everything else, it goes in that situation where it's like, this works and that doesn't work, and that doesn't work, but this kind of does, and if I did, I would probably spoil a good bulk of the movie, so it's kind of hard to talk about in certain doses here and there.
Yeah. I don't think I would watch this again, to be frank. I don't think I would watch. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's not something I would revisit.
Maybe if it was on TV.
Maybe.
Just maybe if it was on TV or Prime.
Yeah, I mean...
But you're right, I don't have the urge to watch
Afterlife I could rewatch. This, probably not.
Yeah.
No,
It's funny because my boss at work, when I brought that up, like, months ago, he was like, I don't know about that one. That looks like the Police Academy 4, the franchise. And after seeing this, it's like, I don't think it's Police Academy 4. I think it's like a chunk of, like, Police Academy 2 and Police Academy 3 in a blender, and someone just poured a bunch of marshmallow fluff into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many mini Stay Puft marshmallows. There's your review right there. Too many mini Stay Puft marshmallows.
I mean, they were cute, but it's like, why are they
too much.
Like, why are they in this one too?
Because they liked him in the first one, so let's bring him back and do more scenes. And have him as a plot device where they're mesmerized by the not Hellraiser box thingy. And
yeah, I mean, it was okay.
There were ideas I liked. There were some things I did, like, appreciate, like them having, like, a whole other facility to contain the ghosts, because it does make sense, you think about it, because that firehouse has been there for a long time, and so that one containment unit is either going to get weaker or at least have the same strong capacity. So for them to have a secondary unit, I kind of liked that idea up to a point. Up to a couple of points. When they have, like, that whole aquarium of, like, different ghosts that they're studying and stuff, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see that working, because they're trying to study, like, different species and ghosts and stuff, almost akin to the animated series. But then you have that the Lazarus machine from Casper.
Yeah. And that's
what
pretty
the
much...
hell was that?
Yeah, that was kind of like, oh, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, this movie was a bit predictable. Would you say it was predictable?
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Yeah, it was very...
I know exactly where you're going with this. There's one aspect I'm definitely on the fence about, and if it's what I'm thinking of, we're thinking of the same thing, isn't it?
We probably are.
Yeah.
It was just kind of predictable.
At first I'm like, okay, this is going somewhere. It's introducing something unique, and then midway through it's like, oh no, it's doing this thing where they meet a new character. A new character is like, no, I can't do evil thing because I'm friends with this person, and they do it anyway.
And then they have the redemption. It's like, it wasn't really a redemption, though, because it's like, if you didn't do the shit thing to begin with, none of this would be happening.
And maybe it's just me, but have you noticed in some movies today, they'll have this brand of humor where a big dramatic moment is happening, and then just right in the middle of it, they'll have a joke. Mm-hmm. And the joke extends for an uncomfortable amount of time. Like, this is gonna be funny and it's not working. I've seen it happen so many times, and I want to give examples, but I don't think it's worth it.
It's
like, okay, the end of
exactly what scene you were
the end of the world is happening. They're gonna blast frozen demon whoever, and then you have super-powered whoever coming in and going, I'm gonna save the day, and they go down the hole, and it's like, stop, squeak, stop, I'm coming, just wait, squeak, stop, squeak. Like, at any given moment, that ghost would be like, why am I waiting for this? Screw it, I'm going to the basement. Like, why? You don't need to have a comedic beat there. It would have made more sense if you just went down the pole, he's gonna face him, and then, hey, laughing boy, no more bullets. That should have been the joke right there. Just ride that level of drama. And this is a criticism I have so many times. When you have a really big dramatic scene and you're building it up to a wah-wah joke, really increase that tension and then get to that beat. Don't just drag it out. Because then we'll just be sitting there expecting that weak moment. We'll be like, it's building to a funny, it's gonna happen. Like, It was nice to see Slimer again. Yeah. I'll take that with me. It was nice to see him as a puppet.
Yeah, and seeing the original gang for the most part.
And if it was all CGI, fool me.
I will say, Phoebe, the casting for her being...
She's good.
She looks like she could be his granddaughter.
I agree. The jargon, the talk, everything. I believe that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, we need a Bill Murray. Let's have Paul Rudd's character. Okay, now let's have something to bounce it off of. Let's have the mother character and the teen.
And then the son.
Because not all of the original cast members have equal screen time. They're in different separate things. Bill Murray is doing his own thing, so let's have him for 2 scenes and that's it.
Yeah. I kind of felt like this movie was a bit unnecessary too, because I felt like the story for Afterlife was a nice self-contained thing. It was a nice love letter to the original 2 movies. It just kind of felt like this movie was a bit unnecessary.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Hang on, I got a call here.
Oh?
I think I might know whose this is. This has never happened before.
Oh,
no! If you're gonna call me, I'm gonna call you.
Hey,
I want to make this interesting. Oh, no.
Has he seen it yet?
No. No. This is gonna be funny. Hoser! You hoser!
Did he hang up on us?
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't respond.
Oh. When did he call you?
5 seconds ago. Oh, butt dialed.
Oh.
That's going in the video. I'm not editing that out.
He's gonna be watching this like, are you for real, Morgan? Are you serious?
He's like, are there any spoilers? Ooh, ooh.
You butt dial at a very bad time.
How dare you interrupt my critical analysis?
It could be worse.
He told me don't spoil a thing. Okay.
Now, speaking
you
of,
butt
like,
dial me, I'll butt dial you.
Speaking of butts, did you hear that freaking slob in the theater that was loudly farting?
Oh my, yeah.
It's like, gee, me, cricket, no wonder people want to stream stuff.
And every time there was like a lame joke, it sounded like he was an albatross. Just that one guy in the theater laughing at all the lame jokes.
Yeah, it's like, dude, shut up. We're trying to enjoy the film.
Like, Bill Murray's chucking pens in this guy. And
it was annoying.
Spam!
It was just annoying.
And then I wasn't hearing the conversation with the others in the upper corner. I didn't even bother.
I mean, the audience could have been worse. At least it wasn't like that other group of guys. You know what?
How dare you butt
Maybe
dial
it
me?
was the same people.
From Friday Nights at Friday?
Yeah, because there was people that were farting in that theater too. Maybe it was the same people.
From Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, remember there when we were watching that, the guys in the ERS, they were farting and being stupid loud.
I didn't even think about that.
I think it was the same people.
Oh my god, if it is.
Oh my god, it's like, don't come to every single showing that we watch a movie, and please, I don't want to smell your ass.
It's a good thing we're waiting off on Godzilla X Kong because if we get the same people.
Oh my god, yeah, I think it was the same people, because that happened in FNAF as well.
We're gonna have to put some restrictions from now on.
Like, yeah, no, see them, okay, bye. Or we'll just bring gas masks with us.
Oh well, we're just gonna wait a week from now on. It's okay, these movies can be torn up ourselves.
Yeah. What were the trailers?
We only had one. Just one. And it was Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire.
I wonder why it was
next
only
week.
just one trailer.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was expecting more. I know
Yeah.
there's others that released online, and some of them are okay, some of them are not so good.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're doing Inside Out 2, which, again, I feel like that's an unnecessary sequel.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't see the terror that is Harold and the Purple Crayon. Me and my friends saw that earlier in the week and were like, oh, God,
I
no.
heard about that. I didn't even know that it was a thing, and I'm like, well, that looks interesting.
I have an insane, crazy theory, because that was going to be released around the same time as the Barbie movie. Mm-hmm. And even this has a similar premise compared to this. Childhood icon escapes into the real world and crazy shenanigans happen. And he makes
Smurfs.
And he makes things with his purple crayon come to life. And I guess the lesson is he has to learn how to control the creativity, because bad things are made with his crayon because he has no sense of control or something.
Oh. Is it based off of a children's book?
Yes.
Okay. That's probably why it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But it probably is going to completely miss the point of the children's books, because there's plenty of adaptations that completely miss the point.
So, oh, brother, how do you feel about this Ghostbusters movie confirming that the everything is in canon with this universe? And when I mean the everything, we're talking like merchandising, music videos, just the everything in this universe.
Well, I mean, they can technically get away with it. Like, you could even say the cartoon is in this universe. You could even say the cartoon, because they were like, oh, we really loved them in the 80s and stuff. But you would think if they were loved so much that they wouldn't keep putting up with the mayor guy constantly constantly trying to shut them down. It's like, how did he even become mayor?
I don't know. I guess because, hey, it wouldn't be interesting if he rose up the rank, like first as an EPA and then he becomes mayor of New York.
It was just kind of stupid, because I just felt like that plot was really dumb. It's like, oh, we're getting mad at you for destruction. It's like, yes, the ghost was causing the destruction. They were trying to stop the ghost. it's like you're getting it was just stupid.
Because he has a vendetta against the Ghostbusters.
I get it, but it just felt like a very weak, generic. I'm going to cause chaos and cause the family to get ripped apart.
Ooh, I found proof because you destroyed a landmark. Now I can strip the Ghostbusters of their property, and then after they save the world, it's like,
I don't think
I'm gonna come after you. That's bad PR because people love us.
Yeah, it was...
Problem solved.
It wrapped up a little too much with a nice little bow and cherry on top.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes, the cherry is overly ripe. This is giving me cavities. You could have made this a little more creative.
I did kind of like Ray Winston having his own, like, video podcast thing, searching for cursed objects, because at least that led into something.
Yeah.
Because you could argue they're taking those things and putting them in that secret laboratory with the Lazarus machine thingy. It's like... All right, I can see exactly where that goes. If there was, like, maybe a throwaway line explaining it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if that was the intention, I guess I could put that down as clever, but they never, like, connect the two together, so it feels kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, again, it wasn't a bad movie, but...
I'll take this over the other bad sequels I've seen.
Yeah, it was okay.
It's fine.
It's,
I'm not gonna get mad.
A decent popcorn flick, but Afterlife was a lot better, and I feel like this one you could probably skip it.
There's no other way to put it. It's just
kinda... It's
eh. And I can't discuss everything else because spoilers and stuff, and it's opening weekend, but... I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really don't know. I feel like at this time of age, if you're going to bring back something that's been well popular and well known, I appreciate that you have the original people behind it, but I think it'd be really nice to really dig into what made it work in the first place, instead of just reheating and reusing. Like, take a risk. Go in different directions. Do something. And if they make a sequel out of this, which I bet you they will... I'll end up seeing it fine, as long as there's a good idea behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this. I just hope it gets better. I don't want it to get worse.
Make it better, make it riskier, do something with it. Just don't... Because they were building something with that new villain.
Yeah.
They were.
And you can kind of feel bad for the villain when you learn about why he was so mad. I mean, I would be kind of pissed off, too, if... Well... Yeah, we can't say.
Yeah, I know they're trying to put, like, sympathy for the ghosts and stuff like that.
It kind of felt like it was copying Maleficent a little bit.
Speaking of... Well, yeah, instead of wings, it's a bunch of horns.
Yeah.
So... And there's little nods and Easter eggs I could have done without, like the library stuff.
Yeah, well...
That's a little thing they could have taken out.
It's like, oh, we're going to recreate the scene from the first movie. It's like, that's nice. That could have been a plot scene.
It's like, good... It's like, it's nice, but... It would have flown fine without it.
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt, his cameo is just there.
Yeah.
I felt bad because the stuff in the opening, when they do a flashback and they fill in, like, all the things earlier, I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. If it's going to be that level of tone where it's going to borderline between comedy and creep, I'm all for this. I'm exactly all for this. And instead, it was more... No, we're channeling the animated series, but more comedy, and I don't mind the animated show, at least up until David Coulier jumped on as Peter Venkman. There's maybe 1 or 2 episodes in that area that works fine, but here, I don't know, it's just, I really went in with low expectations. It's not the worst I've seen in the franchise.
No.
There has been worse. This was just maybe middle of the road, okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you expect more from something you grew up on, that really does say a lot. Mm-hmm. I just hope it gets better.
I hope so too. Again, I don't regret watching it, but I
Same.
wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah. I would have ended it with a joke with a Ghostbusters trap, but nah, it's not worth it.
No, maybe if it was a bit better.
We'll save it for the sequel.
Yeah.
Oh no, the haters are coming. We gotta open up the Ghostbuster trap and catch them. Ah! Even this movie doesn't want me to do a stupid joke like that.
Well, thank you all for watching.
We'll see you if there's a better movie.
Bye.
Later.